Right, good morning. We're playing Farm Simulator 22 today, this morning. I'm busy cutting some trees down on this. Hopefully it'll stay running, because I have issues when I start cutting trees down on this map. But I'm not gonna be doing this for much longer. I just wanted to get a few of them done so I could. As you see, I've taken out a row down here. Most of these are already cut. They're just still standing because they fell that way. I did say I'd come in and play this for about an hour this morning, and then I'm going to go back to playing Snow Runner. Do a bit more of that today. And then maybe later on this evening, this afternoon sometime, I might play Airborne City. Wow, there is a lot of trees on this land. Why did he do this? It's not fun though, it's just a waste of space. And I'm not even making any money off of these things. Huh? Yeah, you can come in. Like I said, I'm going to stop doing this now. Okay, right. So, what's been going on since yesterday? Well, this field has been ploughed and seeded with barley. We've got one field up there that's ploughed and ready to be seeded, which I'm putting barley in that one. Two fields over the back there where the farmhouse is, they've been ploughed and seeded with wheat. So we'll just go and grab the tractor, which is just up here. Yep, there it is, look. More trees, see, lots of trees have fallen, look. I've knocked down a lot. Actually, while we're doing that, we may as well save. Right, so let's go over to the other field that I want barley in and get that done. Oh, actually, sure, this could. Yeah. Let's go and grab the seed that's down at the store down here. Still got the issue of no opening the gates, so I'm still driving through bushes. Let's go into cab. I find it easier to drive down roads on inside the cab than I do on the outside for some reason. Wow. I got no idea what that was for. Come on, already. Synchronizing. Wow. Alright, so yeah, go and grab the seed, and we're gonna go and finish off that field. Then I'm probably gonna be doing a bit more mowing, because I've got a plot of land that's at the back of that goes down a slope. A massive piece of grass with trees on it, some trees but not a lot. It's probably going to be my industrial area where I'm going to put some industrial buildings and maybe a bit of storage for my farm, because there's no real storage areas at the farm I've got. It's all too tight. You can't really park anything properly. It's just there's having a tight farm, and there's having a stupidly tight farm where you can't do nothing with it. So I'm going to come in here, grab this seed. go. That should be hopefully enough to finish that. Or even, well, I haven't started it, so it should be enough to finish that field off. Let's go back into the cab, go through this bush. I really need the modders to start thinking about people who actually play these maps. Actually start creating them where we can actually get rid of what we need to get rid of to make the farms how we want them to be. It's alright giving us the spots and the places and the things, but it's like, seriously mate, you could build one farm, a designed farm on the map for the first person, whoever comes onto a dedicated server, to have, and then just put concrete platforms down for the rest, so people could just turn around and say, well, I fancy putting my house here, and I fancy putting my buildings here, and blah blah blah, my storage here. It should be more when you can put your own stuff down, it should be more catering towards people who actually can create their own imagination of farms. Like I can't use that house because there's no sleep point, so I've had to build my own house anyway so that I could sleep. And the sleep spot thing that I think came with this mod doesn't actually work. It deforms the ground, it makes a bump in the road, and I don't really like the way it did it. So if you're going to do things like that, make it so it doesn't deform the ground, and easier to get rid of if you change your mind. Right, let's go out, and then let's put barley into this field. Hang on, what's that? That's not rocks, is it? I thought I turned rocks off. Sure, I turned rocks off. Yeah, so when I plowed this, so what the heck is that? Let me drive over it and see. I'm hoping that isn't rocks. It doesn't look like rocks when you're inside the cab, or outside the cab even. Right, let's. Hey? I'm thinking it might be mushrooms actually. We'll see when we go over them. Oh, they're not. They're still there. They're flipping rocks. What the heck? Yes, because we didn't reset it before we went to bed, and the people are still in the game even though they've left. Huh? Because I reset it. I restarted the server because we were all still in 14 hours. And it even though we're not in, it's classing that we are, so the server's not shutting down. No, I don't think he was. He can't have stayed up all night, surely. I don't think he did. If he did, then his farm must be completely done now. Because he can't have. If he spent 14 hours in here, he's done all that he needs to do. Do you have any issues with what? I've given up. This map is just. This sucks. I don't understand. Everything's bugged like. It's bugged crazy on this map, and it's just a waste of time. In my opinion, we shouldn't even be on it. Because you're the one who keeps coming up with. This is my problem. Just leave that farm, and build another one somewhere else, because it's just not worth the hassle. That's what I'm doing. I'm not even bothering with that farm down there. I'm just going to rebuild my own farm somewhere else. It's just not worth the time. Whoever made this map wants to re-look at it. I'm still waiting for a decent map to come out. Every map that's come out so far, right, has been mediocre at best. It's not easy to make one, and I don't have the tools to do it all the time. Right, I worked 40 hours a week. Yeah, I'd like to enjoy doing what stuff I want to do, not building a map for freaking FS22. I'll look into the tools for it and see how it works, but if I don't have the time, I don't have the time. It'd probably take me 6 months just to get it done. Plus I'd have to look into finding models and things, building models and things like that. Were you trying to use the silo that was built to the farm? So you've put out your own silo?
Yes.
And it won't working?
Correct.
Are you even okay. Wow, 8 million. 8 million. you had your sign out all night, didn't you? And that's the reason why I don't leave my sign out all night. Because it just if the server doesn't close down like it should, you end up with too much money. Yes, there is such thing. Let's stay realistic, shall we? How many farms do you know in the UK actually own 8 million pound? Hardly any of them, if any. There's plenty around here, and none of them look like they're driving around in Jaguars or freaking Lamborghinis, do they? We watch TV, Ems. There's been farming shows on TV. Mm. Anyways, I'm gonna play an hour of this, finish this off, and then we're going to I've got some fields to flipping. Well, I'm not going to concentrate on these fields up here. They do need mowing and everything, but I'm not going to work on those yet. thinking part of my farm, part of my building storage area might be up here as well. I've got some stuff up here, like that maintenance shed and the fuel tanks are up here. So I'm probably going to put the wash thing up there as well, to wash the tractor with. I actually once tried to make a map for rail rail simulator, train simulator. Well, the train simulator actually provided you with the tools to make the map. They gave you everything you needed. The layout, the piece of land, everything, so you could work on it. I'd have to look into, which I might actually do later on today. I'll go and Google it and see if I can find anything that tools that'll provide me with access to making a map and see how I can get it to work. Can't be really that hard because all it is a freaking box. This map, all it is a box. It's a 3D box. The sky's generated by the game, so that's the top of the box gone. And then if you look off to into the far distance where those mountains are, all those mountains, that's just wallpaper stuck on the edges of the map, or edges of the box. So it's not a complicated system. Everything inside that box is what creates the map. Well, that construction map's meant for people who actually just want to plot a farm into the land on that map already. Yes, but you can't really design you can't really design the heights of the land to how you want it. You'd be yeah, but you'd spend all day doing that because the landscape tool on this game only is like localized to where you are, whereas an actual map designer, you can actually create a large area that you can make a mountain in the middle of a freaking middle of the map without actually it's hard to explain, but so barley and in a field full of little rocks, and I know I turned that rock thing off, so how these rocks have appeared I have no clue. Now this is 4 fields all I've got ready for next year. Wheat, 2 barley. Then I'm thinking these grass fields, keeping a couple of them and then making one into a grape field. I still want to do grapes. I just never get we never get a map or stay on a map long enough for me to even plant the damn things. I think, right, despite my hatred of this map, we're going to be staying here until I do a crop of 8 grapes. Once I've done a crop of grapes, we can leave. I've even got a mind to just go back to Calmsden, because at least that was working to a degree. Actually, once I've done this, I'm going to actually also go and check on whether there's any updates for this map. Can't really leave, because if I leave now, I won't be able to get back into the server. I just want to also get done what I need to get done today. Once my crops are in, I'll be happy, because then I don't have to rush. Because with the server not shutting down like it should, and kicking everybody out of the server and closing down, it stays running like all of the time as a live server and clocks days away that we're not actually here to do. Which is one of the reasons why when I was working this week, I came back and we're already at like 14th of September, and I'm like, I haven't got anything planted. It was just unbelievable. I was so far behind. Although that won't happen anymore, because Xena has access to the servers now, so she can, if when she gets up, she can reset it for us, and it'll close down. I'm also trying to make sure that I'm the last one out, or we're the last ones out, so we can reset the server as we go to bed, so it doesn't run overnight. But we didn't do it last night because Daz was still playing when we went to bed, so we left it up. May end up having to give Daz freaking moderating abilities and allow him to be able to go in and deal with the freaking server as well. I don't know what it is about this, but the lighting in this game doesn't look right. On this map, it don't look right. It might be me, but it just looks dark. Even though it's daytime, it's 2 o'clock, it should be brighter than this. Now one of these fields I'm going to be ploughing up later, not today, but one of them I'm going to be looking for a field to turn into corn, which is planted in corn April. Although actually, can we actually grow corn in the UK? I don't think we can actually. I'll have to check. I don't think we can grow corn. Right. That's not answering the question. Can Britain actually grow corn? Okay. UK corn harvest. What you need to remember: most farmers will start harvesting their crops in July, so we can grow corn. July and August. So it being September now. Many would say we're coming to the end of the year's harvest season, but this is not the case when it comes to UK corn harvest. The corn harvest generally takes place in late September, November, meaning it isn't too late to get a little advice on the subject. Okay, so we can grow corn. That's good. So that means I can put a corn field in. Turn that into maize for the cows. Although I haven't got any cows yet. That's something I'm going to work on when all the field work's done and it goes into winter. I'll concentrate on the cows then. I don't see the point in rushing to get the cows in and everything when I've got so much to do on the fields right now. So I'll do that work first, and then we'll move on to the cows and maybe possibly sheep. I've got a cow shed already built, because I wanted to check if I could actually put my own cow shed down, because the one on the map doesn't actually work. It only works for the first farm rather than any farm that you create after that, which is, it's just this major glitch on this map which drives me nuts. Can't open gates, can't do anything with the farm, the cow shed, the sheep shed, the fuel tanks, nothing. And it's on I think all three of them are connected to the primary farm, which is never a good thing. If you want to have maps with 3 different farms on, each farm should be able to be allocated to a different farm. Anyways, we'll we're getting slowly to the end of seeding this. And then we'll, like I said, we'll move on to well, I was going to go and mow down on that land that I bought down the back there, because I want to turn some of it into silage, some of it into hay, so that I've got plenty of everything for winter. But I think with what I've got actually already, should get me through winter as it is, depending on how many cows I get and how much sheep I get through winter. Did you get your silo to work? I'll come and have a look in a minute. Like I said, I'll come and look in a minute as soon as I've got this field seeded. Because, like, why is there all these rocks on this field? Why? I can't stand where these rocks came from. I hate rocks. It's the worst idea they've done. I don't understand. And when you actually see farmers ploughing fields, okay, they'll get the occasional rocks and everything, but come on, this many? What field was this field on a mountainside or something? Just an extra process that they wanted to put into the game to slow you down or to cause you more grief. And the rocks, right now this is the other thing that does my nut. It randomly creates your map when you first start, right? So you can't extend your season straight away. So first day, you're gonna lose the first month in the first day, and it randomly creates your fields, and some of them it'll randomly create as ploughed or cultivated fields with rocks. Now, in my opinion, the rocks should not appear until after you've done it yourself, not randomly spawning in before you can even turn off the rocks thing. Because if you don't want rocks in your game, then you shouldn't have to deal with them at all. It's like that map over there where that barn is. I didn't do anything with that. That was already cultivated with rocks. And I turned the rocks off as soon as I started the game. I'm wondering when they're actually going to do the John Deere update. I think that's going to be an interesting update. What do you think? You know what that is, right? Well, John Deere partnered with FS22 in 2019, I think it was, and their goal is to they started a project called precision farming, and part of that project was done in Farm Simulator 2019. And the project's pretty good actually. I think it promotes eco farming kind of thing, where there's there'll be new tools coming into the game soon, where you can buy a device that basically scans your land and tells you where it needs fertilizing and where it doesn't need fertilizing, where it needs weeding and where it don't need weeding, and it allows you to get another device, another fertilizer that has sensors on the boom that activates only certain jets when it comes over the top of where the land needs fertilizing, and doesn't fertilize the land that doesn't need fertilizing. I think that's going to be a good thing. Well, well, it's also a project they're doing in real life, so I'm thinking in real life that's got to be good. Because the less pesticides they use and the less freaking fertilizing chemicals they use, the better it is for the world. Well, for our food even. Right, almost done with this, which is good. Takes a while, but I don't like having, especially on small farms like this, I don't like having huge tools, so it takes me a bit longer to get things done. Seeding wise, because I've got, I think it's what, a 7 meter. I think it's a 6 or 7 meter. Hang on. Cedar. For me, wow, it's not even 6. Alright, let's go down here, quickly finish this bit off here. Go and put the cedar away, because we're done with that for a while. And well, we're done with it until we actually plough the field that I'm going to do for corn. And once we do that, once we plough the field for corn, we're going to put oilseed radish in, so that it can get a fertilization stage in. Right, turn that off. Let's go. Let's go and drop that off down at the farm. Now, down where this cow shed is, down here. Actually, I'm thinking maybe this field might be a good cornfield. Once we get down here, now, I need to move that mower. Okay, let's switch that off, switch the lights off, get out. Here's my bales and my grass bales. If I had a square baler that would do silage, I would have square baled silage as well, but I don't think there is one, is there? Let me check. I don't think there is a baler that's square that does silage. I know I had one once, but is that round? That's round, right? Round only. Square, but that doesn't do silage. Oh, hang on. Hang on. let me see, wrappers. Huh. Okay. That one does squares. That one's round. That one does squares. Huh. Maybe I should just get which size? 180. 180. This thing does what size? 120. 120. 120. Hang on. Why? That only picks up 120 centimeter bales, and I don't think any of the wrappers, square wrappers, do 100. That's round. That makes no sense. Why can't I get? Well, I'm gonna have to have a look, see if there's a wrapper that will let me do smaller bales. Because I want to use this thing. Right. So over here we own all of this, all the way down to this flat piece of land. Now, on this flat piece of land is going to be my industrial estate. So the side of that hill is just going to stay as it is. We may end up putting a let me have a look. Yeah, I own up to 91, so 91, I think that's somewhere over here. Yeah, so I own all of this land. Right up until here, so that's quite a lot of land. Yeah, it's plenty for me to put a farm, piece of a field down there, industrial estate over there in that corner. Yep, that'll work. And I can put a little road coming down the side here, down into the valley. Yep. I can run it across the top here, actually run it across the top and then come down, because I don't really want to mess with these trees. My wheat field and my other wheat field. So let me see how long we've been recording. Almost an hour. That's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the mower and I'm going to go mow a lot of that grass. Well, actually, I'm just going to mow this grass and turn this into... I'm going to mow this grass and actually turn it into what am I going to turn it into? Silage, I think, maybe. Come on, drop, thank you. Yeah, I think I'll just quickly turn this into silage. And then I'm going to put in a silo Actually, that's also what I needed to do, was check Ems's Zena's farm, and actually see what's going on with that silo. Right. Silage for that. Now I've got a baler hiding somewhere not here. Where have I put it? Wow. Oh, I know where it is. It's over here, I think. Yep. Here it is. Really, dog? Why? Yep. But it was a bang outside that set him off. Yeah. It's not a code, it's a poor card. Alright. Okay, so I'm just quickly jumping over to Ems's farm, or Zena's farm, just to find out what is going on with the silo. What is wrong with the silo? It's got oaks in it. But it looks like there's two. That's the problem. Let me. So you need it out into the trailer you attached to. Right. Okay. What's in this trailer already? Why? Oh, there's a freaking fence. You want more? Okay. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I would have gone that way, but there's a fence. You might want to put fences on both sides of the hedges so you can actually know that there's a fence on the other side. Right, let me see what's going on here. Okay, that's a bit weird. Huh. Ah, that's why. You've got... I've just filled it. It's this pipe, not this pipe. No, it won't. Because you've stuck it on top of the other one, you've got two pipes, and it's confused the freaking system. So this is the one that it's using. Silo that's next to the horse barn. Where? Oh, did you put these trees in? Mm. I don't like this map. I don't like. No, I know it's not you. I just don't like this map. I'm really starting to hate it. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I just don't like this map. It's just the worst. I don't know why Daz liked it. This yellow thing. Okay. Does it actually take it? Okay. 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 No, I'm good. Whoa. You know, and this is a Farm Simulator 22 issue. I think they should make the deformative side of this game. When you put a building down, it shouldn't deform the way it does. It should be a lot smoother. How much is in there? Another 11,460. Oh, one more trip then. Okay, so we'll get this dropped off in a silo down here, and then we can get rid of that. that silo that's over the top, over the top of another one. You just have to park it in the right spot. That really does not sit right there, does it? That cow shed or whatever it is really took out a bit of land there. Yes, start. Yep, that's it. Should be empty now. Yep, it's empty. I've left it where it filled up, but it's now empty. Right, let's jump back to mine and we'll call it a day. Right, so what I plan to do probably tomorrow now, we're gonna turn this into, well, this might have already been done by tomorrow. Is it raining again? Go away, rain. Jeez, talk about being like the real place. Yeah, this might already be done. I'm going to turn this into silage bales like this and just stick them over here. We've got quite a lot actually. This whole area here is probably going to be yard. There's not going to be much grass left here, I don't think. Only because I've already put the actually, let me see what chickens. How big do chickens take? Chickens. I've not really put any chickens down before. I've usually just only had cows. Chickens? That's a pretty fair sized chicken hut. So I'm probably thinking chickens might go sort of here-ish when I've cleared that out. And then we're going to have a, let me look, silo. I kind of like, how big's that one? 800 litres? 800,000 litres. It's 500,000 litres. Might get that one actually. Where can I actually, nope, maybe. Let me see if it'll fit this way. Something like, well, I'm trying to get it so that I can drive. No, if I do it like this, close to there as I can, something like that. Be able to drive in. In fact, it's probably better. Yeah, it's probably better something like that, because then I can get into the cow shed over there. I saw you coming. Not much. I'm going to be turning what you're standing on into silage, and then I'm going to be putting over here. I'm going to put my silo, because I haven't got a silo yet. I've got a trailer full of wheat over there, nowhere to put it, And then I'm thinking somewhere around here, where I'm standing, roughly, the largest chicken shed. Yeah, but I'm only gonna pull out a couple, and maybe a sheep pen somewhere over that way. But anyway, I'm gonna call it a day on this stream. I'm gonna be going off to do SnowRunner in a few minutes. I'm just going to take a few minutes break, and then I'm going to be back doing SnowRunner. Until then, you all have a good rest of your day.